Well, hello there, you guys. Welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy. We do DIYs, wood signs, and we do some hauls every now and then. Today, I am super excited to do this video because I get the honor of collabing with Lianep from DIY Beauty on Purpose. If you guys have not checked her channel out, please do so. I'm going to link it up above and I'm going to leave it down in my description box for you. She is an absolutely amazing woman, and it's a bonus because she does amazing DIYs from thrift stores to thrift flips. Did I say that right now? Oh goodness. And DIYs. So please go check her out. You will not be disappointed. So with that said, I am going to be showing you guys some DIYs today. I don't really know if they're considered, I guess, fall or farmhouse, or I mean, I feel like you can just use it year round because of the color scheme I chose. So they are very easy to do as usual, and I will walk you through how to create all of them. And you guys, the description box down below will have timestamps if there's a particular craft that you rather see. I also put all of my supplies that I use down below, and I break it up by the craft. And I'll put links and everything like that down below as well. So if you guys ever want that information, just look in the description box. And with that said, let's go ahead and hop into our craft today. Here's our DIY number one, this decoupage vase, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is from the Dollar Tree. Now you guys, I think I told you in the last one, I used to soak my vases and they would take forever, or anything from the Dollar Tree with a sticker on them. Then I learned to use the heat gun. Now, if there's sticky residue still left on it after wiping it, you just take the heat gun again and you get that all soft. Get your rubbing alcohol, clean it up, and I will show you how gorgeous it looks afterwards. Like super clean, flawless, awesome. And she clean, and we're going to paint her, so let's clean that. Then I'm using this matte Rust-Oleum, and I'm going to try to do that trick where I snap my fingers and all of a sudden, you know, it's painted. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. I do magic tricks too. You're welcome. So I got this tissue paper from Dollar Tree, and y'all, I just went there and they still have it. So go snatch you up some. Okay, look at these gorgeous colors. Mint green, peach, and then they had like this branch one in there. This is gorgeous. So all I'm doing is taking it and I'm just kind of eyeballing how much tissue paper I'll need, because you don't want to try to use the whole thing, or, you know, if you like the wrinkled textured effect, you do you. So I'm going to be doing this in sections. So I got my Mod Podge, and you guys, make sure you're tapping this on. I tried kind of rubbing it down and it tore the tissue paper right away. So that's why you'll see me doing the tapping motions versus kind of trying to smooth that down. And because I ripped it, that's why you'll see my seam. I had to cover it, so you'll see that when it gets there. So make sure to get like that curve in the vase very well. Tuck a little bit up on the rim. See how there's a little bit that I put inside the vase? And after we're done with this, you guys, we need to let this layer dry. Usually I just kind of go on top, but since this is so thin, we don't want it ripping. So after we're done, we're just going to let this completely dry before we put a second coat on. So this is my seam. Now mine, y'all, it looks busted, okay? But if you didn't rip it, then you wouldn't have to layer like I did. But you know what? It adds texture, it adds dimension. I think I say dimension in every single one of my videos, but it's cool. Now your girl dipping her finger up in the Kool-Aid and just like rubbing this down with the Mod Podge. I mean, why not? Couldn't get my paintbrush to fit in there, so sometimes you gotta sacrifice a finger for crafting. Ain't that the truth? Jeez. All right, so now that I'm done with that, we need to cut all of that excess off. So just taking my scissors, cutting that down, and then we're going to cut the bottom off as well, because you obviously don't need that much tissue paper on the bottom, okay, girl? I'm like obsessed. Y'all, I told you, if you're new to my channel or if you're an OG, y'all better ask for a tub of Mod Podge for Christmas if you're going to be sticking around, because I use a lot of it. All right, so now I'm just trying to get those corners down on the bottom. And I did blast it with the heat gun just so that I can set it down on something. And we're going to put that away. Now here she is. She's all dry. And I'm sorry, guys, I cut super fast to the next DIY. But all you're going to do, put a second coat on, let her dry, and I will show you the result at the end like I usually do. Now this next DIY that's coming up, you guys, it's just a bonus DIY. I mean, it's so simple, and I was trying to use that entire sheet of tissue paper. So I'm taking the wood slices from Arteza. I will link them down below along with a coupon code for 10% off. And all I'm doing is putting Mod Podge on top of it, and then I'm laying the tissue paper on there. These, you guys, look so high end and so gorgeous. Like, I need to start selling my coasters on my Etsy shop, because I literally have like 10 sets in my house. Okay, now that they're dry, we are going to tear off the excess, which was so easy to do, and then we're going to Mod Podge over that. And that's it, you guys. Let them dry down, and you guys have yourselves beautiful, stunning coasters. Or you could even like drill a hole in them and use them on like the garlands. I don't, gosh, they're so, y'all know that I love me some wood grain, and these, I'm so excited about them. So now I need to put away the last ones I made and then use these. I don't know. All right, you guys, so the collab with DIY Beauty on Purpose, I just wanted to talk about her really quickly. Lianep is so awesome with her DIYs. She does furniture rehab. And you guys, if you're like me and you turn on YouTube and just to listen while you're crafting and stuff, she has the most awesome voice. So check her out, okay? So now we're going to be doing this vintage pumpkin, and y'all, I swear, I picked these up like 3 weeks ago, and after I was done filming this video, I'm upstairs with my husband, we're talking, and I get on Facebook, and the first thing that pops up, first off, it's super freaky how your phone does it, but Barb from the Shabby Tree had popped up, and she was making this silver, she called it a silver pumpkin with these trays. And so I swear my idea was original to me when I had it, and then I saw her and I was like, oh man, people are gonna think that I got it from her. But you know what, we all get our inspiration somewhere, so I'm cool with it. So here's our silver trays. I'm getting Celery by Waverly, and I am brushing this on the edges very lightly. Like, I'm not gonna put a bunch of paint on here, and then I'm kind of going in circular, I guess not circular, this is an oval, but you know what I'm saying. And I want those brush strokes there. I want them to add that texture, that dimension, that I don't know, I feel bad for always saying dimension, but I don't know, what are some other words, you guys, I'm looking for here? I want those brush strokes. All right, we'll just say that. All right, you guys, it's like 6 in the morning, so don't mind me. Just drink more coffee. And we want this light. I'm not going in with a second coat. Remember, like this, we want it to look vintage looking, rustic. And here, just like I paint all my other pumpkins, I start from the outside, go inside, kind of give it a shadow effect. And I'm using a silver by Arteza. The chalk paint grays I had were way too dark, and I just wanted something just a little lighter that would add it. So here we go. I'm using my Arteza measuring mat, and I'm lining it up. I always use my mat, I swear. I can't stand uneven lines. So all we're doing is placing the two bottom ones together, putting hot glue directly on that. I do have like a pad behind in case hot glue drips down. And watch out, you guys, because these platters get really, really, really hot, okay? So warning, warning. All right, so now we need to add our cute little pumpkin stem, and these are the branches from Dollar Tree. And just adding some double security with that hot glue. And now I am gonna douse this stem with hot glue, put it on the front, the back, the sides, everywhere, and then y'all just leave it alone. Just leave it alone, let it dry, and I did just that, okay? So here she is. Super vintage. This ain't your grandma's pumpkin. Girl, she is looking high end. Okay, so we're gonna do a bow. I did measure these out. The bottom, the actual bow itself is 12 inches long, and then the bottom ribbon is 8 inches long. I'm gonna cut this in dovetails, and then I am going to show you in real time our bow. So I always bend my bows in half just so I can find its middle point. And then right here, we are going to push it together in the middle, and then we're folding our sides down. So again, pushing it together, fold your sides down, and then you need to hold it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. If you're not somebody that you think can hold it, then you can use like a little clip. You can use a zip tie. You can use needle and thread. And now I'm just going to connect these. Do you see how I just brought it together? That's all I did. Super easy. Now, usually, y'all know I love my zip ties. And there's one over there to the left. You could see it. But I was like, you know what? Let's show them a different way they can do it. So I got my twine. I love using twine for the center of bows. It's just so much easier, and I think it's a little bit more rustic. So all I'm doing is wrapping it around, you guys, and this holds it in its place, just like if you were to take a sewing needle and put it through the bow. This does exactly that. And all I'm gonna do is hot glue this side down. We're gonna cut the remaining excess off of this. And then we are going to get that other side that's in the front, and we're just tucking it in the back, and the same thing, just hot glue in it, and then you're done with your bow. And these are so easy, you guys, to do. I mean, this is a classic bow. You could do this with fabric, you could do it with other ribbon, anything, okay? So let's fluff her up, fluff her up, and we are going to hot glue her, and she's done. And super pretty, classic. We didn't overdo it. She's stunning on her own, girl. All right, look at how cute this is, okay? So coming for a spell, you guys, guess what? This is gonna be reversible. You know I love reversible. So let's take her apart. Save that for later. Now I'm taking Territorial Beige. This is the synthetic brushes by Apple Barrel. It's $2.47 for a 3-pack at Walmart, and y'all, they are awesome. And they come in 3 different sizes in the pack. Grab you some of those. Then I'm just taking some foam board and drawing the panels back. And can you just watch to see how crooked this goes? Because I was laughing so hard because I thought I got these pretty straight. You're a girl, hot. But look at that. How, like, what was I thinking? Was that, oh goodness, now look at it. Yeah, that is not straight, girlfriend. So this is the crackle medium. Yo, I'm obsessed with it. Okay, so I just pour mine on. But keep in mind, this stuff is super thick, so you have to work fast. I would recommend if it's your first time using it, pour it in a bowl and apply it. Now you have to wait until this fully dries, okay, before you can do anything. You have to use acrylic paint with it. Now y'all, this heat gun, a subscriber told me if you apply heat to the crackle medium that it crackles even more, and I was not disappointed. She was correct. I was obsessed. Now I'm applying white acrylic Apple Barrel paint to it. Now the bottle says to always use contrasting colors, so that's why I painted the bottom the beige color and then went on top of it with the white. And you can see why they say to do that, because as it crackles, you see that base color on there. And I'm going to be using this a lot, so y'all better just grab you some, okay? This one was by Folk Art. Use a coupon, go to Michael's, Joann's. They carry it everywhere. And your girl has to clean up the back of the sign because we want it to be reversible. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, love the crackle medium. Look at you guys, how gorgeous that looks. Do you see that? And it's not like it's going to flake off or anything. Like it's on there. And then I apply more heat to see if it crackled a little bit more, and it did. So now I'm measuring this board because I'm going to go over to the computer and I'm going to print out letters. Yes, I did not use vinyl. You're welcome. So I saw this on Heidi Sombel's page. I think it was on a Halloween video last year. And I was like, this is genius. So I'm using like a rounded bottom. I don't know. This was from like Dollar Tree. And I have my letters on top of a foam board. And I'm essentially tracing this out, applying pressure as I do so. And it's going to leave us the imprint of our letters. So, and I'll show you that as I get done with this one. You see the imprint? And then I start tracing the O because I like to work harder, even though I'm not going to even use the O. Okay. So y'all, this didn't work out for me, but I wanted to show you because I think this would be, it's genius, but I think my razor blade is just toe up. Okay. Because it was not working for me at all. It kept snagging the foam board, and I just could not get like nice cuts with this at all. So we scrapped that, but I wanted to show you because it is a great idea. So then I went back to my printer, printed these out in like a nice tan color, and then I'm just going to cut all of those out again. I cut the O out and take my time doing that, even though I'm not going to use it. Oh, your girl's a hot mess, as usual. So let's cut all that out. Let's cut it out. Okay, so I decided to use spray adhesive, you guys. I don't really know what my thought process was behind this, but I did. So you can't really see it, but I am using a ruler on the bottom to keep a straight line with these letters. Now, a couple things. First, the ink on this was smearing. And secondly, it sucked because there was pieces that, like, see how I have to respray, that weren't sticking, and then it kept bubbling up. I just use Mod Podge next time, okay? Just use Mod Podge, you guys. I make the mistakes, so you don't have to. And then, but I wonder with Mod Podge if it would smear the, I don't know. Okay, so let's move on here. So let that dry, okay? Now we're taking this garland. I just hauled this like, I don't know, a week or two ago, and I knew there was a reason I grabbed this green one. So you guys, just so you know, these actually, like, it looks like it comes in one strand, but it actually comes in 3. They're just like already intertwined for you, but you can actually break these apart, which I had no idea about. So I was super excited to see that. And so I'm taking one of the strands and I'm just kind of twining it, looping it together. I don't know. And then I take a second one because I want it just a little thicker so you could really see like the green little beads. And then you guys, this is when I realized that the adhesive turned some of my lettering like green, like it almost like bleached it. So I sprayed more adhesive on top of it to try and even it out. Good thing this is meant to look old, right? Okay, so with our garland, all I'm doing is hot gluing that down. I just found like a thick part of the garland, glued her down. She's all right, you guys. She's coming out. She's looking good. And then we're attaching, this is just Dollar Tree twine. And then I think I want a bow on it. So that's why I start this. And then I'm like, no, that does not look good whatsoever. So we are just going to turn this around and we are going to tie that bow in the back. And what's nice, you guys, this is reversible. So you can use this sign and then we can turn it around. So this could be fall, this could be every day, this could be anything you want it to, but gorge. Okay, this is our last DIY, and it's my favorite for some reason, don't know. So I got these, and I've had them for quite a while and didn't realize you can scrape off the inside of them. I think I saw that on a Dollar Tree group, and I was like, oh my gosh, finally. So you guys, the scraper that I'm using at Dollar Tree, it's a pack of 4, and it's the scrapers that like you can unclip it and then turn your razor blade around and like store it in there for, you know, safety, and it works amazing. So go to your Dollar Tree and pick them up. They come in a 4-pack, y'all. So I'm just scraping this off. I did scrape a lot of it off beforehand because it does take a little bit of time. Then we're going to knock that out. We're going to clean up our little shadow box over here. And what am I going to do next? I don't know. And okay, let's clean her up. Let's finish that. Okay, so you guys, take that tissue paper again. Now I used the white part of this tissue paper, or the backing, because that cardboard had like the hanger on the back, and I didn't know if you were going to see through that. I also could have just painted that white, but your girl didn't do that. So I'm just using the white paper, no harm, no foul. And putting Mod Podge. This is just from the Dollar Tree. I like the squeezable one for like convenience to have at my craft table. Now I'm going to lay my tissue paper on top of there. Now this is 2 layers, and I wanted the 2 layers so that we can have like a darker green on there. And I'm laying a light Mod Podge on there, rubbing that down, and then I am Mod Podging just the sides, just because I want to keep it down. I don't like rub it on the entire surface of this piece of paper. So we're going to let that dry. Then we're going to tape off our little shadow box over here with some painter's tape. And then I'm going to use my handy dandy little scraper too to help me cut the excess tape off. Now we're going to go back in with celery, but of course, do you guys see this theme? Do you? Okay. Let me know. What do you guys, do you think this is more fall or every day, or I don't know. I guess it's more every day. I think I'm just thinking fall because I made the pumpkin, of course, and then the pumpkins were in the flowers of the vase. So yeah, probably more every day. What do y'all think? And what's your favorite one? Because this one's my favorite. I love it. Okay. So I painted celery. I do give this 2 coats of the celery paint. Now, keep in mind, which I didn't even think about when I was painting it, but this side right here, if you don't want that black showing, make sure you paint it. I didn't even think about it until like it was completely done. And then I was like, oh crap, I didn't paint that. But I like it because, you know, it's a shadow box. So I actually liked the black as it was, but make sure you paint that if you're not down with the black, okay? So then we're just hot gluing this back on. Now this is my Big Daddy Sherwander, okay? I love it. I finally had an upgrade from my old one that I've had for like 5 years. And we're gonna stick that down. All right, guys, so I had no idea where I was going with this. I just get like these little perks of inspiration and I'm like, let's go for it. So I tried this because I was like, I want it to look like rustic, simple, I don't know, like, and then I tried that, nah. So then I found these. These are from Hobby Lobby, you guys. They are flat on one side and they come in like this strand on like a strip of felt, and they were like so cheap. I think it was like $4.99 and there's tons of them. But you do have to go through them, and you do need to find ones that are more flat so they fit in your shadow box. So super easy, just glued them on, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and there we go. I just attach it. You could take the stickers off if you want, but I did not do that, obviously. Okay, look at how stunning that is. I don't know why this is my favorite one. I just think it's So simple and beautiful. So here is our home sign. Look at all that crackle. And do you see the green? So that's where the glue stained it, but it's fine. It goes with the green theme, obviously, so it all worked out. Oh, I love, love, love everything in this video. And then our vintage pumpkin, not your grandma's pumpkin. This is a vintage up-to-date pumpkin. I keep on saying it, but like I just love the simplicity of everything that was made in this video. Like it looks high-end. It looks like it took a bunch of time, but it didn't. Like, hello, you're my favorite. I adore you. You can stay. And here's those coasters. Look at the wood grain that you can see popping through that. Now, you know, if you were at a store, these would be like $12 or $15 or something like that and come in a pretty box. I love them. And then there is our pumpkin. The floral arrangement, you guys, is from Walmart, and I think it was like $4.97 or something ridiculous. And the flowers and the pumpkins are beautiful in it. So you guys, thank you so much for watching today. And here's Hank. Say hi to everyone because they love you so much, honey. Oh, dear Momo. Oh. Well, hello there, you guys. Happy Friday. Mine is... If I could get this right on the first time, I owe myself like a cocktail. Okay. Well, hello there. Welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs, you guys. My name is Sammy. We do wood signs, DIYs, Dollar Tree hauls, everything and anything I am down to do, and I will do it. Okay. No. Okay, you don't get a cocktail now. All right. This is for, if you get this one right, you get 2 energy drinks today. You need the energy. Okay.